Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lodi. So today I'm going to talking about one subject. I think it's happened once a life to everyone. I'm talking about that feeling we can get sometime when you say to yourself, I hate my parents. Seriously guys, I grew up with two of my parents and I got a really like a strict education, the most strict education, seriously guys. So my parents was kind of like really old school and kind of really rude. I remember when I was teenager, even to go out after school, when I was finished school at 4:30, at 5 p.m. Sometime I just want to go out with some friend and walk around and just have some coffee. And even I remember that in that time of my life also I was starting to smoke on purpose and my parents don't even know like I was smoking on that time of my life. Anyway, just to say like between like 16 and even 22 I got such hard time with my parents. Seriously, it was so strict, and I was say to myself on that time in my life, I really hate them, I wish them to die. Seriously, it was so rude. When I was teenager, I got so many friends. They could go out after school, they could go out, you know, and do whatever they like, and they just got like some hour to go back home. But me, after school, I just need to go like straight away at home. Seriously. And sometimes when I was not going straight away at home, I was having such bad time with her. Seriously. So it's really hard when you're teenager, obviously between like 16 and even like later on 20, because you just start many things. You just start like to discover many things about yourself, about your body, and you just start to experiment many things about life. You start to follow in love. And so on that time of my life, I couldn't even go out to walk around with my friend. I couldn't even, sometimes we got some afternoon party, and each time I do need to ask the permission for my parents to go out just to have like an afternoon party. Seriously. And also I remember one day I was doing my own shopping. Thanks God, they was giving me some money sometime to buy some clothes. So one day I just been to the shop and I buy my winter coat. And when I back home, my mom was saying like, why you buy this winter coat? It look extremely small for you. And I say I like it, and she say no, and she just forced me to go back to that shop with my dad and to change that winter coat, because she was saying like after a couple of months it's just gonna be too small for you. So just to say like how they was controlling me. Seriously, they was controlling me about the time I need to go back at home, and they was controlling me about even the clothes I was buying by myself. So it was like really hard, because as I say, when you're a teenager you start to discover a lot of things about yourself. It's the age also you start to go out with your friend. Is absolutely normal. But for your parent on that step of your life, it's really like scary for us, because on that time you start to discover many things about yourself. You start also, because you want to go out, for your parents is extremely scary, because you're going out and they don't know what can happen to you outside. They don't know which kind of people you can meet outside. So it's extremely scary for her. Sometimes they don't even know which kind of friend you got. They can know a couple of your friends, but they don't got this control. It's scary for us, because they know on that step of your life, like so many teenager and so many young people, you start to drink juice. You can also start to take experiments about drug and so many things like that. So they know that they not idiot. They was teenager as well. They was young people as well. They was going out. They also enjoy. So they know all that risk can happen to you if you follow in drug, if you follow like starting to drink. drink too much. So they really worry about what can happen to you outside, what can happen to you if you go to party, what can happen to you if you smoke some weed and you're just feeling like really bad. And when you're out, when you're teenager, you don't thinking about what can happen to you, and also you don't even thinking about all this scary thing can happen to you. Seriously, can be with your friends, can be because you drink too much, or because you try one drugs and your body don't really feel good, and your life can be just like stop the 1 minute. So it's really hard for your parents, because all these reasons make them really paranoid and make them even more trying to control your life, trying to control everything. What are you doing? Try to look at your phone, try to you know, to call your friend all the time, and try even to keep you in the house and not going out at all. But for me, it was too much. Seriously, it was really too much, because you can really control people life, you can really control your teenager, because on that time of your life also you need to enjoy, you need to experiment. So when you got like crazy parents, I mean, sometimes it's too much. They even like crazy, seriously, because they try to control what are you doing all the time, and more they try to control what are you doing, more you're going out and more you're gonna do like some crazy stuff. For myself, I never did any crazy stuff. I just trying to go out, you know, and walk around after school. I didn't even try to drink too younger. We just tried to, on that step of my life, I was trying to smoke, you know. I didn't even smoke properly. So we're just trying to walk around, smoke with my friend. And of course, sometimes it was with some like young guy like us as well. And on that time of your life, you know, sometimes some people start even like to kiss, and some people start to have sex and blah. So it's just normal, you know. For your parents, it's extremely scary, because they don't want you to get like pregnant as well when you're like 16 or 20, because you can just fucked off your life and fucked off even your dream and everything they was wishing for you. So everything they wish for you, this is another thing as well, because sometimes the parents, as I say, they try to control your life, but also they got so many expectations for you. They don't even thinking about you yourself. They think about us. They got a dream for you, so you need to follow that dream. But what they don't know, when you're still living with us, when you still live with us, what we don't know is they just parents. Their job is just here to give you you know, some love, and to give you some protection, and to give you a nice place to live, and nice clothes, and to take care of you like human being. But their job is not like to control who you're going to become and who you should be. That they don't really understand when you still live with us. It's really hard. I live this kind of situation, and seriously, in the end, I couldn't anymore with my parents, because they just push me all the time to lie. I was lying all the time, seriously, guys. I was lying all the time. I think I didn't have any choice, because if I'm not was lying, I couldn't like even go out after school, seriously, to work around. If I was not lying, I couldn't never go anywhere. So never go anywhere. No party, no my first party, you know, my first afternoon party, birthday sometime, afternoon birthday, and even to go to one friend's place to spend one night. I was saying no. So they pushed me to lie all the time. I didn't have any choice. I mean, between my 16 and my 23, I was living with them. And even my first holiday with my friend, I was 18, I was lying. I find like a big excuse to go to holiday 1 month in Tunisia with my friend. Even for that, I was lying. I was lying all the time, seriously. For me, it was just like something to survive and something to find an excuse to enjoy my life and enjoy my own freedom. So sometimes, as I say, they got like some expectation for you. You just say, I want to become this, I want to do this. So, but we'd say, no, you're not going to do this. You're going to do this. And sometimes, like, seriously, we all know like how sometimes can be really, really tough, especially for when some this kind of cases, or when you are the only child. So we just hear like so many like situation, or when it's like the only child follow them parents dream, and later on you just become like depressed and you just become unhappy because you was following your parents dream and your parents wish. You didn't follow what you want to be, you didn't follow yourself, obviously. So it's really, really, really tough, can be for everyone. It's not just when you're like a teenager and after that later on like a young adult. I think the parents, they always try the best, they always try to protect us, and and they feel like it will be better for us, like better for the child. The child don't know anything. I mean, even later on when you like 20, even 30, I think for your parents you still like the little child. So for us, you don't know anything, you don't know nothing about life, you live in your world, you live in your dream, you just like innocent. So they just try to protect you, obviously, and they even try to control your life and decide everything for you. And you just understand that later on with the life and with the experience life, how it's difficult to be parent. Seriously, it's extremely difficult. I'm not a parent yet. For myself, if I'm parents, I don't know how I'm going to react with my own children, because I know myself and I know all the bad stuff I did. I know, like, when you start to go out, start to smoke, and when you start to smoke, you just start to smoke cigarettes first, and after that you start to smoke some weed just to be fashion with your friend, just because it's like kind of in. Thanks God I never really like to drink, so I try some smoke like weed, blah blah blah. Thanks God also when I was teenager I never tried to take like some high drugs like ecstasy, MDMA, cocaine, some stuff like that. But some teenager really fragile and really like easy to be like influenced and follow in the really hard drugs, and after that it's really hard for us to get out from the drugs addiction. So for your parents, like all these things they know, all the things you can do when you're out, make them really worry about that. So when you like when you still live with us, when you still like under your parents' responsibility, it's really hard for you as well on that position, as I say, because you just try to experiment, and each time your parents, they just here to say no. So you need to follow us, you need to follow the rule, because you're not adult enough, you're not independent enough, you're not like in the like age to get out to your parents' place. So it's really hard for you because you got these like obligations to stay with us. But mostly they just try to protect you about everything, and all the stuff can happen to you outside. You can even like meet some like really like bad people, like such bad people outside, seriously, some perverse people, some pedophile, and like all the words outside. Sometimes you don't even think, but everything can happen to you, seriously. Some people get like kidnapped. Some young people just disappear the day after one day, and with them parents, they never saw them, and you don't even know what was happened to us, maybe because we was in drug, maybe because, you know, someone just kidnapped them and, you know, sell them, and you can just meet like some such bad people and your life is just finished. So sometimes you just feel like you don't have your freedom. So it's normal when you live with your parents, seriously. You never will have your freedom anyway. So when you on that step in your life, when you just say to yourself, I hate my parents, I really hate them, I wish them to die, it's kind of like normal, because they just, you know, oppress you. They just you just feel like you can really breathe, because everything you try to do and everything, you know, you say is like no, or you're wrong and blah blah blah. So it's just normal, because there is like a difference between, you know, between you like a teenager and your parents like like an adult person, and also they like a parents. So there is a big gap about the mindset and about the generation as well. So it's just absolutely normal. But just to say, like, with the time, you know, on that moment of your life, you were saying like you hate your parents, and later on, when you grew up and when you got like so many experience life about yourself, trust me, you just will understand your parents, seriously. And you don't even know which kind of parents you going to be, seriously. With the time, you understand your parents, and you understand how they was trying just to protect you, and they just because they love you, obviously. And also with the time, you're getting like much close to your parents, and much understanding, even if you don't have a kid in your life. So when you say like you hate your parents, seriously, it's normal, it's happened to everyone. But just to say also, it's nice, because with the time you just realize how lucky you are to grow up with your parents, because some people, they don't have this luck to grow up with them parents, unfortunately, because them parents like left them, or just because them parents like die when they was like early younger. So guys, if you already live this kind of situation in your life right now, when you're still adult, you just feel like your parents try to control your life, and all the time in your life, all the time back to you, and told you what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to like, how you're supposed to react, and how you should supposed even to speak. Just put me that in the comment. And if you already live this kind of situation as a teenager, people, you feel like you don't have that freedom, you are in prison in your parents' place, just put me that in the comment, and let me know also if you understand like better your parents right now, because you hear about this subject. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you really enjoyed. Just put your span up, and if you want to hear about my next subject, just subscribe right now. Thank you so much. I kiss you a lot. Bye.